Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in.
And a shot! No way through. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Has a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. And they're back on the ball again. Opts for safety. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hangs in a cross. He rises! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Marquinhos. It's Van Dijk. That has been slung wide. Played out to the left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van der Ven. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. Nico Williams. Raul. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Yamal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Can he latch on to this?
Moira Renza are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Out to the left it goes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Over to the left. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That is a great... And Berbatov! Oh, it's hit the post! Has a look up and drives it forward. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Can he get it through? Oh, he's onto this. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Alexander-Arnold. That'll be a throw. Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Bojan. Not the most accurate pass. Abiati sends that a long way. Now it's Berbatov. Tries to play it through. Great ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Real pressure penalty, this. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Brilliantly cut out. That is good alertness. Azar. Yamal. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Neymar. Van der Ven gets into some space. Out to the right. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 20, número 19, número 17, número 21. Vão dar os seus
Milan get the ball rolling in the second half.
Neymar, número 7, número 22.
Now it's Neymar.
Número 8.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a shot! Moreirense, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. And a chance! They've scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Rijkaard. Now Van de Ven. And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Kane. Lovely bit of skill. Kane! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's a half-decent try. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. So we've reached the hour mark. Pull it. Zico. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely feet. He is through here. Neymar's terrific header. Van de Ven getting this one clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Van de Ven cuts out the pass. Now it's Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
All the way back. Moreirense do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That has been cut short. And it's Azar. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Messi is flagged offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Vai proceder uma substituição.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 9.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Adriano. Van de Ven.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bojan. He's got away. And smartly reclaimed. Tries to get it clear.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Closing in on goal. Chance for a shot! Oh, nearly. The final 5 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Neymar.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And the counter is on. No, it's come to nothing.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Rijkaard. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.